Hello, guys. All right. Sorry about not going live this morning. I had to postpone it because I needed to, I had my grandkids this morning and I couldn't get on. I had my grandkids this morning and I couldn't get on. So we are going to do our Grabie calendar, the month of May. We're doing that tonight. So everybody who normally paints with me, y'all grab your paints, join me on the Grabie calendar painting tutorial tonight. It is going to be so much fun. Hi, Jamie. How's it going? So happy to see you here. Sorry I couldn't get on this morning. Last minute had to end up keeping my grandkids this morning, so wasn't able to get on this morning. And I want to make sure that I have our little tutorial pulled up for tonight because I love it. I really want it to be something fun about, Mayflowers and all of the things. So that is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do a little floral. I'm good. Hey, Fro Mom. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I couldn't get on this morning. I had my grandkids, so it was just too much for me to try to juggle keeping the kids and doing a live. I have an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old grandchild. I have a 8-year-old little boy and a 2-year-old, or he's not quite 8. He'll be 8 next month. And then a 2-year-old. And so it was just too much for me. So, and honestly, I love having my grandkids, so I cannot spend time with anyone unless if I've got my grandkids, I'm spending time with them, like first thing. Look at this, y'all. I got blue on my calendar. I'm so upset over that. I don't know how I'm going to fix it, but I'm going to figure out a way to do it. But that's okay. All right, so we are going to do the May calendar tonight. Christine, we are going to do a Mayflower one. I haven't showed the inspiration pick yet, so I will let you guys know in just a minute. I'm going to let everybody get on before I do that. So just so you guys know, we're going to be using the Mead & palette as usual. I'm going to use the 96 color palette tonight. You guys, just so you know, this 96 color palette has 30 metallics. So the 48 color palette has 6. This one has 30. So the 48 color palette has 6. This one has 30. I swatched them today. Look at the shimmer on these. Oh, they're so pretty. So many shimmery metallics. Then you have your macaroons and you have your neons or fluorescents. So, that's awesome. That's just the top pan. And then you have your bottom pan with all your normal amazing colors. So pretty. Yes, January is so precious. Here is February. And here is March. And April is my favorite so far. This is April because April showers. And we're going to do May flowers tonight. So we are going to do the month of May tonight. So I'm going to put those up there for you guys to see. Thank you, Christine. Thank you so much. I love them all. I'm not thrilled with the way that the paper, I initially did it on a different paper and then glued it down to the calendar because I was afraid I would mess up the calendar and then it would just be like, I didn't trust myself not to mess it up. Now I'm sad because I don't really like it with the paper on top of it. I kind of wish I'd done it directly onto the calendar, but I've ordered 2 more calendars and I'm going to do a couple more, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to trust myself and not try to be safe. I'm just going to take the risk, you guys. We're going to jump in with 2 feet and do it. I agree. I think April is the cutest. I love, 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 love April. So I'm going to go ahead while you guys are getting your supplies. I'm going to go ahead and get my paper out because since I started with the paper on top, I have to finish the rest of the calendar that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the calendar that way. But the next calendars that I do, I'm not doing that way, you guys. I'm going to, for sure, just use it directly on the calendar. And I'm going to trust the fact that art is art and you can't mess it up, right? You can't mess up art. And I knew that. You guys, I preach that to you guys all the time. But yet here I am, afraid to trust myself. That's what I get for trying to not trust myself. So it really irritates me that I wasn't able to, that I didn't trust myself and I started it like that because I could have happily done it on the actual paper. Carrie, you cannot mess up art. I've seen your art. It's beautiful. That's a lie. That's a lie from the enemy, girl. That's a lie from the enemy. All right, y'all, I got to replace my paper towel holder up here because I was out of paper towels and I had to buy some today. So I have to put some new paper towels on my paper towel holder. Get a few things ready before we start, but that gives all of you guys time to go ahead and get your supplies out and get ready to paint because we are going to have some fun tonight. Y'all, I have a garage sale tomorrow. And I have been on my feet all day today, and I am plumb wore out, y'all. I am wore out. Cannot tell you guys how tired I am. Hey, Sheena. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so this is going to be my size for May. Let me just double check that it fits. It does. All right. So we are going to, again, we're going to be using the Meeden 96 color palette. Just so you guys know, I love my Meeden 48 palette. You know I love that 48 color palette. I have used it over and over and over again. And it is a complete hot mess. I use it every single day, as you can see. Every day. Like, I use it every day, y'all. And I love it. It's such a great palette. However, I still wanted to upgrade because I wanted to get these metallics, y'all. Look at those metallics. Christine, thank you so much for your purchase. You're going to love, 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 love this palette. You're going to love it. I'm telling you guys. It goes from lightest to darkest, so you can really, you can learn to shade really easy. This was my beginner palette, guys. Hey, Jordan. Long time no here. I hadn't seen you in a while. Welcome in. We're doing a calendar, our Grabie calendar series. We are on the month of May tonight. So this palette was my beginner palette. I didn't know anything about art. I loved painting, but I had to learn, and I learned with this palette, guys. And I have a ton of palettes now, but this is still my go-to every day. But I finally, just this week, upgraded to the 96 color palette, and I cannot tell you, I'm so happy. It has 30 metallics. This one has 6 metallics right here. This one has 30 metallics. How crazy is that? I'm so stinking excited. Y'all, this is great. You're not the boss of me, Pam. You can't tell me to go to bed. You can't. You're not allowed to tell me to go to bed. I'm your mother. You're not mine. I was complaining about how tired I was earlier because we've been getting ready for that garage sale today. We have a garage sale first thing in the morning. Complaining about how tired I was earlier because we've been getting ready for that garage sale today. We have a garage sale first thing in the morning. Stop it. I'm good. We're good. All right, so we are going to do the month of May tonight. I'm super excited about it. It's going to be flowers, so it's going to be really easy. We're not going to have to think too much. So the fact that I'm tired isn't going to matter because I'm not going to have to think too much through this because it's going to be super simple. And I'm probably going to use my Fumi brushes tonight because this is going to be some florals. So I might not even use the Meeden brushes, which are the ones that are my go-to brushes that I love so much. But I will probably use the Fumi brushes because they make florals so much easier. Oh, thank you. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye. Hey, I'm glad you stopped by. It was good to see you.
Thank you for everything. I owe you $3. I'm good. I'm making change in Mom's.
No worries, no worries.
No, I'll send it with Mom tomorrow.
Okay, not a problem. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, guys. That was one of my very best friends from my childhood, and she was here. She was outside shopping in my garage sale as I was sitting here, so she was bringing me her money for all the stuff that she bought. All right, so we are going to do, let me show you guys our inspiration photo for tonight. It's not going to be difficult. It is going to be a cute little floral print. So how beautiful and pretty is that? Now, it's not going to look just like this. This is just inspiration. So those of you who normally paint with me, go ahead and do your screenshot, whatever you need to do to grab your screenshot so you know what we're, do your screenshot, whatever you need to do to grab your screenshot so you know what we're working on. So this is going to be our inspiration pick, okay? All right. So we're going to, let's see, let me go ahead and pull out May. Let's move this stuff out of the way here and get May ready. And we're going to do it. We're going to draw the jar, and that's it. Like everything else we're going to do just off the cuff with our brushes. And we're going to use the Fumi brushes tonight for a lot of it. So I'm going to pin those because I want you guys to know what those are. They're incredibly amazing for florals and also for lettering and a few other things. So, but we are going to use those. So I want to go ahead and pull out those brushes so you guys can see those. I have the 4 brush set. Okay. I also use the Meeden brushes, and I will be using those as well. And I'm using 4 tonight. So there is the Meeden, and then where's my number 1 right here? Okay. All right. And then I'm using the Transcend 0. Okay. So those are the brushes we have. All of my brushes are in the shopping cart. If you have any questions about whatever brush I happen to be using at the time, just ask questions and I will be sure and tell you so that you understand which brush I'm using at what time. Okay. Now waiting for hubby to get home. They got to get dinner started. Oh, I understand, Jamie. I get it. I know evenings are hard for me too, but my husband is, he has a live radio show on Friday nights for a couple of hours, and sometimes he pre-records it, even though it's technically supposed to be live. Sometimes he pre-records it, but tonight he's actually gone and doing it live. So he's not here, and I'm able to kind of chill out and relax and just do my thing. So I'm not having to cook dinner because he's not here. So, all right. So we are going to get started, guys. any questions on what we're using tonight? We're using the Meeden 96 palette. We're using the Meeden water dispenser, or paint toilet is our nickname for it in our community here. We love the fact that it acts like a toilet. We just flush it and we get new water. It's amazing. It's made well. It's very, very sturdy. It has a place for you to stick your brushes in, and it has a place for you to dump your water, and this holds 650 milliliters of water. So it holds enough water to go through 2 or 3 paintings before you have to refill it. This holds 2 of these, so I don't have to dump this until I've used this up twice. Total time saver, made really well, heavy plastic, heavy silicone. It is not a cheap knockoff you get from a discount store, okay? Super, super amazing. All right. All right, so now we are going to get going. We're going to start with, I'm going to use the Meeden pencil that comes in the 96 palette. Just because I want you guys to see how this pencil works. So I went ahead and sharpened it. It comes not sharpened, but I sharpened it, and we're going to use this tonight to start our drawing, okay? And we are going to do, we're just going to draw the jar first. So let me give everybody a chance to, we are going to do, we're just going to draw the jar first. So let me give everybody a chance to look at the inspiration photo one more time. This is the inspiration pic. All right, so there's what we're doing tonight, our Mayflowers. So we're going to do the jar, and we are going to do the florals, okay? So everybody go ahead and screenshot it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we are going to get started. All right, here we go. Now, because we're doing this horizontally instead of up and down, because this calendar is not designed for that, we have to do it horizontally. We're going to have to make it a little bit smaller. So, and we're going to do, when we do the jar, it's kind of an oval, but it's a square oval. It's actually a rectangle with round corners. That's actually an easier way to describe it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our rectangle, but we're going to round out our corners on our rectangle. Okay, and we're going to bring our jar bottom down like this. Okay, and we're going to bring our jar bottom down like this. Okay, and we're going to round it up here, and we're going to round it here. And I'm going to try that again because I managed to mess up a rectangle, which is about par for the course for me lately for some reason. I don't know what's been going on with me and my drawings these days. But we're going to do our rectangle. Probably because I didn't turn my paper like I usually do. And we're going to come up like this. Okay, so now we have our rectangle with rounded corners, right? I know, Carrie, they are. Or, I'm sorry, Jamie, they are. Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about jars. You've never drawn flowers. We're not drawing the flowers. We're only drawing the jar. We're going to paint the flowers, okay? So don't worry about that. The flowers are going to be super easy. I'm going to show you. We're not going to necessarily do the flowers that are in the picture. We're going to do flowers that you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, these are easy, okay? So no worries there. So let's go ahead and do our jar lid. We're going to do those nice little ovals like this. And then we're going to do kind of a little rectangle And then we're going to do another oval. And then we're going to do another rectangle. And then we're going to do a bigger oval for the very top like this. Okay, so that's our jar lid. So we have an oval, a rectangle, an oval, a rectangle, and a bigger oval. Okay. So that is the jar. All right. Now, if you have anything that you feel isn't quite right, go ahead and use your eraser and make it right. I'm going to bring this in just a tad because I feel like that was too wide. Okay. All right. So now we have that jar. It's not quite round enough for me. There we go. That's way better. I felt like that was too square. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Try not to say bad words because I get frustrated. All right, there we go. That looks more like a jar. Okay, so we have our jar drawn, and we're not going to draw our florals, okay, guys? We're going to go ahead and just do the jar, and then we'll add our florals at the end, okay? And we'll do those with our paintbrush, all right? So what I want you guys to do is I want you to first pull out your Meeden number 1, okay? So we're going to be using the Meeden brushes to start. So let's go ahead and, all right, so I have those pinned right here. All right, so these are the brushes that we're using first. We're going to use the number 1. We're going to dip it into our water, okay? And we are going to simply add some shading around the edges to start, okay? So I'm going to dip into my gray. And all we're going to do is we are going to just outline this with the tip of our brush first, okay? So just go with your gray and just give your jar a little bit of an outline, all right? Because what we're going to do is we're going to add some little shadows to make this look like it's glass, okay? So what we want to do is now rinse your brush, okay? Rinse your brush, and let's grab some light blue. So I'm going to go ahead and go up here to this blue in the top, which is our baby blue. But I even want it to be more light. Now, what I want to show you about this palette, just so you know, is this palette pops off, okay? So let me get it. Oh, hang on. I got to do it. Any other time it comes off easy. All right, so it pops off. So I can put it where I want to mix. You don't have to keep it over here on the side. All right, this palette is designed to take off of here so that you can use it to mix with, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blue, okay, this baby blue, and I'm going to put it right here, okay? And I'm going to take a little bit of the gray and add with it. I want some more of that blue. Okay, so I want it to mostly be blue, but I want it to have the gray in it, so it's kind of like a mother color. It'll make the color more cohesive if it has some of that base color in it, all right? So we're going to use that, and we're going to follow our contour lines, and we're going to kind of come down along the side of the cup or the jar, and we're going to bring that blue along the edge. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bring it down. You can add some extra in there if you need to. Go ahead and in this bottom here, maybe make an oval. And then bring this up. because we want this to be kind of, we want it to look like glass, okay? So we're giving it that kind of look, all right? Now we're going to go ahead and rinse our brush and get a little bit darker blue. So I'm going to go with the, let's see what kind of blue I want. I think I want to use this dark blue right here, which is the 5th one over. So it's this one right here, okay? I'm going to go ahead and mix that in. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that dark blue in with this. So it's got that, it still has that mother color in it. So it'll still be like harmonious with the colors that we're using. And I'm going to add a few little dark, thinner highlighted lines through here. Okay. Maybe right here a little bit. And maybe over here a little bit. And maybe in the center, just a tad under here and maybe right here. Okay. So we have that kind of cohesive little montage of colors that make it look glassy. All right. Now the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this color and I'm going to move it over here, okay? And I'm going to add a ton of water to it so that I have just barely color to it, all right? You'll see that little bitty blue. Just a little teeny tiny bit of blue. And I'm going to bring that through. Hang on. I need to grab me some paper towel. Just a second. Okay, I don't want that much water, so bring that blue kind of through here on the edges. Just enough that we have that light color, but nothing like super dark, okay? We just want it to be kind of giving us that glassy look, right? And then fill this in as well, okay? And across the top. And then go ahead and get a little bit of that dark right here across the top, just like that, okay? Oops, I almost went. And then go ahead and get a little bit of that dark right here across the top, just like that, okay? Oops, I almost went out of the frame there. All right, so there is our jar. So now when we do our florals and the stems come down here, it's going to look like that's glass, all right? So if you guys are struggling with trying to make things look like glass, just know that leave the center open and give the edges some highlights and some shadows. All right, now we're going to do the lid, which is going to be sort of like more of a gray color. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to dip into that gray now. And make sure you have enough water that it's not super, super dark. Okay. I like to use my palette to just see how dark things are so I can lighten it up if I need to. And then we're going to do the rectangles. So not the bottom part, but we're going to do the rectangles with a little bit of gray, okay? So we're going to fill in those rectangles with gray. So we have those gray stripes in the rectangle parts, okay? We're going to go ahead and add a little bit under here at the top, at the base of our jar, okay? Let me move this down so you guys can see it better. And then we are going to definitely pull in the center like this. Just make an oval inside the middle. And I'm going to make that a little darker than the rest, okay? So we got this kind of oval in the center, all right? All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get my Transin Zero. All right, so let me change this so you guys know what brush set I'm using. We are going to use the Transin Zero brush. because it's a detail brush. Okay, so this is our Transcend Zero. We're going to go ahead, dump your water. Make sure you dump your water and get clean water. Ooh, that doesn't look clean, does it? What is that? Okay. All right, so get some clean water and get your brush nice and wet. And go ahead and dip into your black, which is right here next to your gray in the 96 color palette. Okay. In the 96 color palette, the black is next to the gray. All right. So it looks like this right here. Okay. All right. And we're going to go ahead and line this. All right. And we're going to go ahead and line this. Hang on. Just a minute. I gotta find my reference photo. All right. We're going to line the edges of this right here with our Transcend Zero brush. So just very light-handed. Bring your edging through, okay? And just give it its outline, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect because it's a jar and it's just kind of a, we're just giving it the visual of being kind of a jar. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Now, I'm going to take some of this gray now. I've rinsed my brush, and I'm going to pick up some of the gray, and I'm going to go ahead and give it some, like, highlights and some detail, little marks. I'm going to come down some with it. I'm just going to give it some lines that look like it's, you know, the top that goes on a jar, the screw top for a jar, okay? So that's what mine looks like. All right. So that is our jar. So it's nice and clear, and it's ready for a bouquet of beautiful May flowers, because remember, we're doing the month of May, okay? All right, so you guys give me some thumbs up in the comments, or let me know where you're at. Let me know if you're struggling, anything, any questions you have about anything up to this point, because we are about to start doing florals, and I want to make sure that everybody is caught up and ready to go on our florals. I'm rinsing my Transcend brush, and I'm putting it away because we are about to start with these Fumi brushes. And I'm going to pin them below because they are freaking awesome. All right, Sheena says thumbs up. So she's ready to go. How are we doing? All right. All right, welcome in, guys. Those of you who have just joined us, y'all don't forget to grab your engagement points right here. Grab those fan club points when you have a chance. Hit those heart me's, all the things. All right, guys, because those really do help our accounts. So it's important that we do all of that stuff. Thank you, Sheena, for the heart me. Tap the screen. Tap, 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 tap. As many times as you can tap it. In between your cleaning your brushes and all the things. Like every time you think about it, look up and tap that screen. It really, really helps to push this out to the FYP, okay, guys? And we want to do that because we want to have a good community of people who are willing to sit down and do these paintings with us. I would love to do some lives with not just me painting, but someone else who would like to join me, and we can paint together, and I can do the tutorial and y'all can keep painting, and it would be great to do that. That would be super fun. So I really want to have some stuff, you know, happening like that in our community. So you guys definitely try to share this out and get a lot of people in like that in our community. So you guys definitely try to share this out and get a lot of people in here. We're going to do the florals next. So, yes, wouldn't that be fun, Sheena? I think it would be too. I really want to do it. Welcome, Shore Girl 6. Linda Edwards, welcome in. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start our florals. So here's what we're going to do. I'm using the Fumi number 4. All right, so this is the number 4. And these brushes, they don't rust. They're very sturdy. They don't loosen up around the edge. They hold a ton of water, and that water feeds into the tip of your brush. Loosen up around the edge. They hold a ton of water, and that you don't have to dip into your paint all the time. So, don't be, Jamie. I would love to sit on a live with you. That would be so fun. And I've seen your art, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. We should plan one night where I just click and invite you to join, and you jump in, and we can have a split screen, and you can paint with me. It would be so fun. I would love to do that. It's the number 4. It's the number 4. So it's the smallest one in the 4-pack, because I got the 4-pack. So this is the number 4. All right. Okay, so here we go. We're grabbing our Fumi brush, number 4, and we are going to start by adding our stems at the bottom, okay? So we're going to dip into the, we're going to start with a deep moss green or a dark green. If you're in the 48 color palette, it's the dark green. If you're in the 96 color palette, it's the deep moss green. All right, that's what we're going to start with. So we're going to grab that. So go ahead and just get as much as you can in there. Get your brush nice and greened up, all right? And then we are going to start doing our stems in the bottom. So we're going to do some thin ones like this. And we're going to do some thick ones like this, all right? I didn't put enough water in mine. So we're going to do some thick ones too, okay? So we're going to do thin, thin, all right? All right. And I'm going to get a different color green. I'm going to go with a little bit lighter green now. So I'm going to grab this light green, this apple green, okay? And I'm going to bring that in as well through here. Okay, we just want to make sure we have enough stems in the base that when we pull them out into our florals, they're not gonna be like, oh, that one doesn't match, that one doesn't match that one doesn't match that. Thanks, Play School Artist. So we are doing the May calendar. So we're doing we're gonna do some florals coming out of this jar because it's May flowers, because we did our April showers yesterday. And we are doing May flowers tonight. All right. So go ahead and rinse your brush. Again, we're using the Fumi brush, number 4. All right. And we are going to go ahead now and we're going to start pulling in our flowers, okay? And then we'll start connecting these stems after that, okay, guys? You don't have to do, normally you would go, oh, stem and then flower, stem and then flower. But when you're painting, you don't have to do that. You can connect things as you go, all right? I know. See, here's the thing. This is what I get, Play School Artist. I saw yours. and you painted all those vegetables on yours. And I was like, why did I not do that? But here's what I did. I freaked out and was afraid I was going to screw it up and not be able to start over if I used the calendar itself. So I started the very first day, the first month, I did January on some separate paper, and then I added it to my calendar, right? Like this. And I was like, I'm going to do that because that way if I screw it up, I can, you know, just start over, right? Well, then I was like, I don't really like it like that, but I'd already started it. And so now I have to do every month like that. And I'm mad at myself for not trying it, but I've ordered 2 more calendars, and I've decided that I'm going to stop being so critical and stop being so hard on myself. And I'm going to freaking do it on the dang paper. Because the paper feels amazing and it feels like it would be so easy to paint on. And so, but I've got to finish this one the way that I started it because I'm OCD like that. Yeah, see, that's how that's what this is. This is hot press too. No, this is cold press. The hot press paper, the postcards were hot press. The meat and postcards were hot press. And I was like, I'm probably not going to like them. And I loved them. So I probably should have just trusted myself, but I didn't. And that's on me. Like that's my inner critic. You know how it is. You're an artist. You get it. You know, you have that inner critic. I'm not an artist. I'm a nutritionist who decided one day to buy a freaking palette and start painting. I actually bought the 48 color palette, which was a mess. It looks like a hot mess now because I bought this palette. This was my very first palette. And I use it every day and I love it. But I started just watching videos and learning. So I'm not really an artist, but I'm definitely somebody who loves putting color to paper, and I love to encourage other people to paint. So, and I am a teacher because I've taught gymnastics for 35 years. So I know how to break stuff down. And I think that's why I love teaching, like, you know, getting on here and doing videos. So did you have other painting skills before watercolor? I didn't really, like, I always did mixed media stuff. Like I did a lot of like art journaling and Bible journaling and lettering and things like that, but I wasn't really a painter. I've never been a stuff. Like I did a lot of like art journaling and Bible journaling and lettering and things like that, but I wasn't really a painter. I've never been a painter. So I would say no, I didn't, but I watched a lot of videos and I watch a lot of, like, I follow, like, the fact that, the Play School artist is in here freaks me out a little bit because I follow her and I learn from her and she's amazing and she's one of my TikTok heroes. So like the fact that, the Play School artist is in here freaks me out a little bit because I follow her and I learn from her and she's amazing and she's one of my TikTok heroes. So yeah, I've learned from a lot of people on TikTok. Like that's pretty much how I started learning. It was a year and a half ago when I bought my first palette and I started learning, you know, from people like that who are willing to just share their knowledge. And I just am thankful and grateful for that. And so that's what I want to do on here is encourage people who feel like maybe they can't paint or they don't really know what they're doing. I want you guys to know that you can. Like it's a skill set. It's not something you have to be born with. You don't have to have a crap ton of talent to paint. You just don't. You can learn. And so that's why I'm here. So that's what I want to do. Have fun with color, putting it on paper and just doing our thing, right? Yay. All right. Off my tangent, we're going to start painting with these Fumi brushes, which are really, really, hey, Cece Smiley, how's it going? Hello, hello. All right, we're doing our Fumi brushes. We're going to grab it. These make great brushes to do florals. So I'm going to show you one with this, but then I am going to show you one with just a regular brush too, because I want you to know how to do them both ways, okay? So we're going to do this pink, okay? But you do whatever flower you want to make, okay? Don't feel like you have to do mine, all right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a floral here. We're going to do press and lift, okay? And then we're just going to hook these together like this. All right, so these are going to be our leaves or our petals. All right, so that's all I did was just press and lift. Just made it to the round recycle bin. Oh, Carrie, bless your heart. I get it. I do. I get it so much. All right. So we've done our first petal, right? All right. Did you see how I did that with this Fumi brush? So simple, right? All right, let's try again. So we're gonna get our pink. Okay. Make sure you don't have too much water because these can hold a ton of water and they can get you kind of messed up. So you don't want to do that. But we're going to take the point of our brush. We're going to touch it to the paper. We're going to press down and we're going to quickly lift up. Okay. And then all we're going to do is take the tip and we're just going to connect those tips together like this. And we end up, okay, with this cute little petal, right? Same thing here. We're going to go ahead and just touch the tip, press down, and lift up. Okay, connect them. That's what I love about these Fumi brushes is that you can connect these tips and then you end up with these cute little petals that you didn't even know you could make. Okay, you see that? All right, so we have that. Let's do one more right here. Press and lift. And notice I didn't have to dip back into my paint. I didn't have to dip back into it because these Fumi brushes hold so much water. They just feed that pigment into the tip of your brush. All right, so we have that flower. So this one is going to have a stem. So I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm going to go ahead and reach into my green. I'm going to dip into the, let's see what color we're going to use. Let's use the grass green right here. Okay, we're going to dip into that. And what we're going to do is we're going to pretend we're coming from one of these stems down here. And we're going to connect it to our flower. It's going to kind of bleed into that because it's a little bit wet still. And that's okay. Let it bleed into it. It's going to connect to our flower. Just like that. All right. So now we have this flower that is coming out of our jar. That is absolutely beautiful. And it was so stinking easy, guys. These brushes make making petals for flowers super easy. Cece Smiley. Y'all stop. Okay, here I am. I was just sitting here saying I'm my worst critic. But I'm lecturing you guys too. So we all need to trust ourselves a little bit more. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right. How are we doing, guys? Are we good? All right. So we're going to do another one, but this time we're going to do it with our meet-in brush. Okay. So I want everybody to switch back to your meet-in number 1. The reason I want to do this is because I want you guys to see that flowers can be super, super simple. All right. Those were simple with those Fumi brushes. However, they don't, like, we can do them with these too. All right. So let me dry this brush really quick because I don't want to mess it up with, accidentally putting anything in it. So we're going to dry it up. Alexa, play Spotify. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the 4-dot flower. Okay. This is what I call the 4-dot flower. Okay. Oh, goodness. Sorry, my grandson was on my Spotify and he had changed it all. So I had to change it back. Okay. All right. So now, Della Fox, thank you so much for your purchase. Let me see. You got the Fumi brushes, and those are you're going to love those brushes. They're really awesome. They take a little bit of like just playing around with them though. So don't, like, initially when I got mine, I got them and I was like, ugh, I hate these brushes. They suck. And then I played around with them for a while and I realized how much I loved them. So give yourself, like, don't initially use them and go, I hate them. Like, use them initially and go, I hate them, and then use them again. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I love them. So don't prejudge. Okay. So we're going to use our meat and brush now. We're going to use number 1. We're going to go ahead and tap into whatever color you want to use. I'm going to use a purple this time. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this, this plum purple right here, which is the 3rd from the right in the 96 color palette, okay? And if you are in the 48 color palette, let me grab that one. If you're in the 48 color palette, the plum purple is this 4th one right here, okay? It's 4th from the left. All right. Hey, Joni Maid, how's it going? Hey, Rhonda. All right, guys, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this plum purple and we're going to do 3 dots or 4 dots, okay? We're going to do one here, lots of water, one here, and one here, okay? I'm going to rinse my brush completely, all right? So nothing on it but clean water. I'm going to press in that and I'm just going to wiggle and pull, okay? I'm going to do the same thing with the next one. I'm going to press to the dot and I'm going to wiggle and pull. I'm going to wiggle and pull. And I'm going to wiggle and pull. Okay. And then I'm just going to add some little extras to bring it all together. By just pulling up some little extra little lifts. So you have this beautiful flower. All right. And then you're going to go in the middle of that flower with a darker purple. So I'm going to do the purple that's right next to it, which is just purple. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the center. And I'm going to let that next to it, which is just purple. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the center. And I'm going to let that this gorgeous little purple flower. Okay. This gorgeous little purple flower. Okay. How easy was that? Yay, I'm glad. Yay, Rhonda, I'm glad you finally caught one. I've got the uploads are there through March. I've got to do April's and today's, but those will be up soon. I've been so busy with this garage. I've got to do April's and today's, but those will be up soon. I've been so busy with this garage sale that I'm working on it. So, all right. So this is where we're at. I'm going to pop that bubble. I don't know why I have that bubble there. It's bothering me. There we go. All right. Okay. So we have that floral. Now let's go ahead and do a few just little regular florals in here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get some yellow. So this is the time to dump your water and get regular water. See how that toilet works? That paint toilet. Hey, Mom. Welcome in. Y'all, my mom has been so good about helping me with this garage sale this week. All right. Okay. Yes, tap, tap, tap. Be sure you tap the screen. Now we are going to go ahead and start with a yellow, okay? Which is why we need to make sure that our water is clean, okay? So grab some water, reach up and get whatever yellow you like, okay? And we're going to go ahead and do, all I'm going to do is just some I'm just going to do some little, just puffs like Okay. And I'm going to do a few. Okay. And I'm going to do a few. I'm going to do some here too. They don't have to be perfect. We're just making... And then I'm going to rinse my brush and I'm going to reach into that ochre. And I'm just going to put a little bit of ochre in the center of each of these. All right. And let it kind of spread. All right. So we're not going to do anything with it. We're going to let the ochre do the work with the water. Okay. Because some of these flowers just need to be super simple with no thought to them at all. All right. But some of them we want them to be just like these beautiful, gorgeous flowers, right? I'm going to go ahead and add a stem to this one. So I'm going to reach in to that deep moss green. Sorry, I reached into the wrong one. We're going to do the deep moss green. And I'm going to bring the stem of this down to the jar. Okay. And it's going to go over, basically over the top of that. This one too is going to go over it into the jar. Okay. And we want to make sure there's one that comes out that matches it. Okay. Thanks for the heart, me, Mom. All right. Now, let's go ahead and add some stems. Just use whatever green you want to use for your stems. Okay, guys? Don't feel like you have to use the same green I'm using. Oh, I didn't want to do that, guys. Gosh, I'm losing my mind, y'all. All right, we're going to do right here. Here and then into the jar. There we go. Almost messed that up. It's okay. I'll fix it if I need to. I'm going to add, hang on, let me fix this, guys, because it's going to drive me crazy. So I'm going to put some gray in there. Okay. All right. I'm going to dump my water, and we are going to add in some, let's go ahead and do some really dark purple. Okay. And let's make a center by making some dots in an oval. So we're going to do like this and make an oval. Okay. And now we're going to go next to it with that light, that plum purple. Okay. We're just going to go out. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to take some clear water and I'm just going to drag that color out like this. So it's the same dark, but all I'm doing is just dragging it out and making a really pretty flower with it. Okay. And then I'm going to take that dark purple again and I'm going to put it back in the middle so we still have our center left. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do that same thing over here. I'm going to go dark right here. And then I'm going to take clear water. I'm just going to drag it out. And then I'm going to add that back in the center and leave it there. Okay. Me too, Mom. I am exhausted. Like, I'm so shocked at how tired I am from just dragging all that stuff out the last 2 days. It's crazy. Okay. All right. We are going to do, let's go ahead and add our stems to these. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Fumi brush again. Where'd it go? Here it is. All right. Oh. Okay. So we're going to do, I'm going to pull out the Fumi brush again. And we are going to paint our stems, okay? So grab whatever green you want to use and bring your stem down. And we're going to come out and down to this one, like that. We're going to come up to this one, and I'm going to do like a kind of like a triangle here and fill it in and bring that one down so that it feels like it's got that heavier base to it. Okay. Probably should have done that one here too. Okay. So there's where we're at so far. Okay. Thank you for all the likes, guys. Rhonda, thanks so much. All right. So now we want to do, I'm going to do one that's going to come up here, and it's going to be more like a lavender. So what we're going to now we want to do, I'm going to do one that's going to come up here, and it's going to be more like a lavender. So what we're going to need to do, I'm going to use this Fumi brush. I'm going to keep using this Fumi brush. So let me go ahead and swatch so you guys know what I'm using. If I leave a product on the screen too long that I'm showing, I get in trouble. So I have to mark these to make sure I pin them. Okay. All right. So we are going, oh, how thin that brush is. Yeah. That's the thing. Like it holds a ton of water right here, but it feeds into this tip. And this tip just gives you so much control. And these are really short, so you can control it super easy. Okay. So we're going to use this Fumi brush, and we're going to go ahead and dip into our purple. I'm going to start with, no, I'm not. I'm going to dip into the green first. So I'm going to go ahead and use this deep moss green, and I'm going to bring the stem up here. Okay. It's going to go up like that. All right. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse that brush, and I'm going to go ahead and dip into the purple, the regular just purple. And I'm going to take it, and I'm going to go ahead and just start giving myself some dots around it. And I'm going to widen it out like a triangle. Okay. Like this. And give it some purple, right? Just like that. We're going to have some small dots, some big dots, all that. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to rinse that brush. That's all that. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to rinse that brush. And I'm going to go in to the plum purple. And we're going to add that. All right. Aw, Tammy, you're so sweet. Thank you. I just saw that. Okay. So now we're going to take this plum purple. I tell them all the time, Mom. Aw, Tammy, you're so sweet. Thank you. I just saw that. Okay. So now we're going to take this plum purple. I tell them all the time, Mom, I taught gymnastics for 35 years. So breaking things down. When you're teaching a 3-year-old how to do cartwheels, like you just know that you just got to break things down. All I'm doing is just kind of putting dots here and just making it kind of a triangle shape, and I'm just bringing it along the stem. Okay. All right, now rinse your brush and go ahead and get some clean water. What do you recommend for a watercolor travel palette to go with these brushes? Okay, so I'm just going to tell you, I don't have mine in yet. It hasn't come in yet. But I can tell you right now that this travel palette that Meeden just put out is pretty incredible. I have it. I think I put it in my list tonight just because I was like, I want to have that in there in case anybody asks about a travel palette. Because it's a really good one and they just came out with it. And it's designed with pretty much everything that you need for, you know, to take with you as you go. So hang on one second. Let me find it for you. Here it is right here. Let me grab it. I'm just going to pin it below. I don't have it yet, but it's Meeden and their paints are freaking crazy amazing. And so I'm not worried about like how it's going to paint. I know that it's going to paint well, but it also has like your brush, your pencils. It's got some paper that comes with it, but it's got 50 watercolor paints. And it's designed so that you can travel. Like it's specifically designed as a travel palette. So that is, if you're looking for a good travel palette, right here, that is for sure what I would recommend. And I say that because, number one, I'm a huge Meeden fan, but I know their paints really well. I know that their paints are amazing. And so I don't have any reservations at all about recommending them, even though I haven't gotten it in the mail yet. It's been shipped, but I haven't gotten it. I can tell because I travel a lot. We lived in a motorhome for a while, but now we just travel in our motorhome and we live in our tiny house. I tell you that when I did travel, I always took my Meeden palette with me. But this one is going to be even better because it's designed specifically for travel. Whereas the one that I took was this palette right here. And I took the 48 color palette, and it didn't have like the water cup and the paper and all the things like this one does. So that's the one I would recommend. So I hope that helps. Okay. So let me dry this before we add any leaves to it. You are so welcome. My pleasure. Okay, so that is how that ended up once everything kind of blended together. Oh, it's on your Christmas list, Feral Mom? Yeah, I actually saw it and was like, oh my gosh, I need that. And I was going to purchase it, and I was like, So I reached out to Meeden, and I was like, hey, like, I really want this. I just got this. I just got that. And I was like, is there any way you would be willing to like send it to me? I love your stuff. I promote it as much as I can. And they said absolutely. And so they're sending it to me. So I feel so grateful to Meeden for sending it to me because I really wanted to buy it, but I had just gotten this 96 color palette and I was like, oh, I don't want to do that just yet. So I was blessed that they said that they would. So I'm getting it. Luckily, I'm getting it complimentary, which is not, you know, I feel really grateful that I'm able to do that. All right, I'm going to do another one of these flowers kind of over here to offset, but I'm going to try to make it smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and reach into this pink again, which is the cerise pink. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and do those same things. So watch this again. All right. So we press down and up and we connect. Okay. Press down and up and connect. I'm trying to make these small, so I don't want it to be too big. And I'm going to press down and up and connect. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to rinse my brush. And I'm going to grab some of that deep green over here. And I'm going to give it a good solid base to it like this. This. All right. Now, I think I want to do one more of the pink right over here. Oh, that was green. That's going to be greenery. Whoops, I forgot I had green on here, guys. All right, well, we're going to make a leaf coming out of our jar. I almost messed that up, guys. It's okay. I'm going to fix it. All right, so we've got some greenery coming out of our jar now, okay? Yes, we're doing, Carly, we're doing the month of May on our Grabie calendar, but I don't trust myself to paint it directly onto the calendar in case I mess up. So I'm doing it on paper, and then I'm putting it on the calendar. So that's what we're working on. And this is our January. Let me just pull it up like this first. So this was January, this was April, this was March, and this was February. So that's what we did the last 4 days. So tonight we're working on May. So the month of May is for May flowers, because we did April showers. So now we're doing May flowers. Okay. Y'all, I almost messed this up. I really did. I'm so glad that I caught that quick enough that I didn't do it too bad. Okay, so go ahead and rinse your brush, dump your water, get some clean water. Oh, your husband's birthday month is May. My husband's birthday month is May too, Carly. Yep, our last name is May, and he has a birthday in May. All right, we're going to do another flower. Let's see, where do I want to put it? I want to bring another one of these, but I want it to come right out of this one. So I don't want to have too much like greenery in there. So we're going to do it with a little bit more of this. We're going to go with this plum purple first. Okay. And we're going to do our little diamond. Okay. So just make your little diamond, and then our dots. Okay. So just make your little diamond, and then our dots. Okay. All the way up to this flower. It's coming from behind it. So we're going to bring it all the way. And then we're going to add some pink in there. So we're going to bring it all the way. And then we're going to add some pink in there. So I'm going to go in with this cerise pink, and I'm going to add that in as well. Okay, just like that. And we're going to dry that. Hi, Tia. Welcome in. How's it going? Thank you, Johnny Maid. Yes, y'all tap that screen. Now I'm going to bring in the stem of that, and it would normally come from here down. So we're just going to bring it kind of right here and here. Okay. So we have that there. Okay. All right. I'm also going to do, let's see. I want to do another yellow right here. So I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm going to reach up here and get that yellow again. And I'm going to just do, all I did for that yellow one, oh, I have a hair on that, was to just basically give it its little petals. And then I added a little teeny tiny bit of the ochre in the middle. Ooh, that wasn't a teeny tiny bit. Y'all. Here we go. All right, let's get some greenery in there. Let's give it a stem. Sorry, I need to dump my water. All right, I've dumped. I need to dump my water. All right, I've dumped. A triangle and just bring it. 2 of those. All right. Now we're going to come out with some greenery, okay? So this is where we get to fill in all the gaps, okay? So I'm going to put my Fumi brush away, and I'm going to move to my Meeden brush set, which is right here, okay? I'm going to use the Meeden number 1. Hey, Ellie, how's it going? Hi, Kelly. Oh, Carly, you're December. My grandson is December. He's 2 days after Christmas. Aw, zinnias. I love zinnias. I love sunflowers too. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and dip into our clear water with our number 1 brush. And we're going to go ahead and start filling in some greenery, and then we can add some additional flowers as we need to. Like, I feel like there needs to be one over here somewhere. So I think, actually what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and do that before anything else. So I think what I'm going to do is another 4-dot flower. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the magenta. So I'm going to do this deep. So I'm going to do this deep magenta. And we're going to do 4 dots, okay? And we're going to go 1, 2, in a square, 3, 4. That's how we're going to make these flowers, okay, guys? Rinse your brush. You have clear water on your brush, okay? And you are going to touch each dot and you're just going to wiggle it out. Wiggle it out. Wiggle it out. And wiggle it out, all right? So you don't have to be, like, it doesn't have to be perfect, all right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to just bring out some little additional, like, leaves, okay? So now we have this little flower that's just kind of there. How did that happen? I don't know. We just wiggled it out. We have this little flower that's just kind of there. How did that happen? I don't know. We just wiggled it out. And then we're going to just dry it. Okay? So easy. Hey, Cindy, welcome in. Okay? So easy. Hey, Cindy, welcome in. And look how simple that was to do, guys. All we did was just wiggle it out, right? Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some green and bring out that. On my lips. Okay. All right. So we have that now going out. Now it's time to do our greenery. Okay. So we're going to come through our greenery with, first I'm going to start with the grass green, which is this third one over in the 96 color palette. Rhonda, yes, I will show them to you. Hang on, let me grab them. And the replays are up on my YOUTUVE channel. So if you're looking to get the replays on the remainder of the calendars, if you've missed them, you can get them on my YOUTUVE channel. Thank you for the popular, Feral Mom. Thank you so much. This is January. This is February. This was March. And this was April. Okay, so these were April showers, and we're now working on May flowers. All right. Okay, so all right, so let's go ahead. We're just going to come up with some greenery stems. First of all, I'm going to add some leaves to the stems that we have. And all I'm doing is just pressing down, up, and over, just like that. Okay. And we're just adding this greenery up and down. Okay. So we're going to make some of these leaves. We don't have to be, this is nothing fancy. This is just leaves, guys. We're just kind of filling it in where we feel like we want to have leaves. Okay. Okay, so just put them wherever you feel like you need some leaves, and then we'll bring some greenery out in this. So I'm going to go ahead and just dip into this regular green, this jade green, and I'm going to bring first of all, I'm going to fill this in. So I'm just going to kind of fill this in with some stems because we want this to be coming up through here. Okay. And bring it up to the top, and then we're just going to kind of go out like this with it. Okay. Did y'all see how I did that? Was I out of screen? I tend to forget that I need to be in the camera. Okay. There we go. That looks good. I like that. Oh, that looks good. I like that. This. And it's going to just kind of go up. And I'm just filling in the gaps. Like I'm not even, you know, I just want to make sure that there's no like awkward, you know, gaps. That's all I'm looking for. Okay. So we're just looking to fill in where those gaps go. All right. Obviously, I did some extra leaves over here, which means I'm probably going to need to do that over here. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Fumi brush again, which is going to be right here. Let me grab those. Oh, Pharaoh Mom, I just dotted it in a triangle. I just dotted it in a triangle shape is all I did. And I used two different colors. I did the first one and then I did the second one. So, and then I dried it. All right, so now I'm going to take this Fumi brush. I'm going to dip in my water. I'm going to get my deep green. And I'm going to pull my stem out like this. And then I'm just going to press and lift. I'm going to make these leaves kind of come out. Like that. So I at least have some of those darker leaves around that area. Okay. Then I'm going to rinse. Put that brush away. I'm going to go back to my Meeden brush set. And I'm going to put some of this greenery over here. Okay. So again, I'm going to dip into my jade green. And I'm going to bring it this way. Okay, and there we have it. It is our jar full of beautiful Mayflowers. We're going to put a base on it. So rinse your brush and take your brush and give yourself some clear water across the bottom. Rinse your brush and take your brush and give yourself some clear water across the bottom here, just wherever you want it to go. And take some gray and just kind of brush that in there so you have kind of a rough little round. Okay, like that. Now we're going to do some splatters. Of course, we're only going to do green. So I'm going to dip into to just splatter. Whoops. I'm going to splatter some green. Oh, I have my calendar under here. Yeah, need to move that. Okay. So we don't want a ton, but we want enough that it looks a little messy, right? Okay. Now we are going to dry it, and we are going to put it on our calendar. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, we made 20K. Thanks, you guys. Y'all are awesome. All right, so we have our May flowers. Y'all, it's so pretty. I love it. It turned out so good. Okay, so we're going to put it onto our calendar, and then we're going to do our edging. So I'm going to look and see what I have that I want to use for the edges of this one. I'm not sure what I have that I want to use for the edges of this one. I'm not sure what color I want to use tonight. So let me look. Give me just a second to find a color that I think is going to work for this particular. Ooh, that's pretty. This picked raspberry is going to work for this particular. Ooh, that's pretty. This picked raspberry. I might have to use that. Let me keep that out. Let's see. Yep, I think that's going to be what I'm going to use. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull my Dollar Tree glue, because remember, I want these to be able to come off of here easily, because I want, if she wants to frame them or pull them out after she's done for the year or whatever, because this is for my best friend. So I want her to be able to pull them off if she needs to. And I got a new roller today. I haven't even opened it. It's from my gel press people. They sent it to me to use on the gel press that I have. So it doesn't squeak. Look at that. Doesn't even squeak. All right, so it is down on the calendar, and now we are going to add our color. We're using picked raspberry, so I've got to find my picked raspberry brush. Oh, let me find it. Let's see if I can find it. This is Fired Brick. I think this might be. No, that's Festive Berries. Aged Mahogany. All right, come on. I know I have a picked raspberry. Victorian Velvet. Don't. Let's see what this is. Ah, here it is. Picked raspberry. All right, I got it. Oh. Okay. So we are going to just do the edges of this in this beautiful pink. All right. There is our May flowers. Oh my gosh. Have you ever, is that a makeup brush? Yes, this is a makeup brush. I have, y'all, I use, like, look, there's all my colors. And I have this one too. I have all of these. That's what I do with my, that's how I put I use my distress ink. So I use makeup brushes. That's just what I do. I'm gonna put these away so I don't lose them. That's just what I do. I'm gonna put these away so I don't lose them. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I know. Oh goodness, I know. I'm cray like that. I got some, you know, I don't wear makeup, but I do use makeup brushes. If he forms that way, do you coal what? Do you frame do you coal the bottom of the pick so it matches if I'm confused. Reword that. Rhonda. What am I doing? Do you color? Okay. Do you color the bottom of the pick so it matches if... Oh, I didn't even think about that. Hey, Grace Kelly. How's it going? Yeah, it was a distress ink pad, Jordan. It was distress ink. Ranger distress ink is what it was. I don't, but you know what? Now that you say that, I should. Dang, I didn't think about that, Jordan. I mean, Rhonda. I'm gonna have to do that. So, yeah, I'll have to go back and do that on the rest of them. But anyway, so there it is. So this is where we're at, guys. Let me show you guys where we're at on our calendar, okay? We are, hang on, remove that. We have done the Grabie calendar. Oh, you do journaling on Sunday nights? Grace, I'm going to have to follow you, girl. Follow, faux show. I love journaling. I love it. I just got the Mr. Penn's journaling kit in, and I use it all the time. Like, I'm a huge journaler. Like, you have no idea. Okay, so here is our calendar so far. Let me grab the stand. So remember, this calendar does come with a stand. Okay, and here it is. I'm going to pull it up because it's on, like, serious, like, sale, y'all. If you haven't gotten this calendar yet, and, oh, I love junk journaling. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, I'm definitely time or just Sunday evenings. Okay, y'all look at this. It comes with the stand, and look at how stinking cute, y'all. Look at that. I'm gonna move my thing out of the way so y'all can see it. All right, so here we are with the Grabie calendar. I know I messed that up. I'm going to fix that though, y'all. But here is January. Feral Mom, what'd you buy? Girl. You got some more brushes? Good for you. You're going to love them. You're going to love them. All right, so this is February. This is March. This is April. Guys, I'm in love with this calendar, y'all. And this is May. OMG, you guys. How did we do this? I bought my first watercolor palette ever in my life a year and a half ago. And here we are. Here we are doing this as if we're artists, guys. Like, we're doing this, guys. We're doing this. We're doing a whole calendar. Oop, goodness. We're doing a whole calendar like it's like we know what we're doing. I'm so mad about this, guys. I've got to figure out how I'm going to fix that. I think if I put some water on it, it'll come off. So, but check it out, though. Like, seriously. February, March, April. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Joni. Y'all are sweet. And May. Y'all. What are we going to do for June? I'm already thinking about it. Thinking beach. Thinking beach theme for June. I'm a beach girl, so I'm thinking a beach theme for June. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll see. How stinking cute is that? All right, guys. So that is our tutorial for this evening. Y'all have to be up at 7 in the morning for this garage sale. So I'm pretty tired from getting it ready. So I'm going to have to go to bed early tonight. But I wanted to get on here and get the month of May done. May is your favorite so far, Jordan? I don't know. I love April. April's my favorite, I think. I just love the little umbrella and the little leggings and all that. I do. But I don't know. May's pretty good too. I love doing florals. I'm a huge floral fan. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pull that jar off, but I think we did. I think we did a good job. Oh, thanks, Joni Maid. We bought a house that was built in 1860, and it was like a foreclosure. And so it was loaded with like antiques and just tons of stuff. And so if you don't follow us on that account, we're restoring this 1860s home. And if you want to follow us on that account, it is under Pamela Tyner. It is that's our account for this restoration of our house. And it is crazy. And we have just now emptied all the antiques out and all the boxes and everything. And so we're having a garage sale tomorrow and getting rid of all of it because the house was packed with stuff. So, and we're restoring it. So it's super fun, but also a lot of work. All right. So if you haven't grabbed a calendar and you want to do this series with us, grab your calendar here. This series, we're already through the month of May, but all the replays are available on my YOU TUBE channel. So don't hesitate to go ahead and grab the calendar now if you haven't already and you want to do this series with us, okay? I come on here daily. Now, I will not be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I might do a pop-up at some point, but no plans to do calendars until Monday. So we will hit it strong on Monday with June. And hopefully I'll see you on Saturday and Sunday on a pop-up live at some point. But with the garage sale tomorrow, probably won't be doing anything tomorrow. But probably Sunday I'll probably jump on for something. But Rhonda, we've got some good ones. I cannot tell you guys the stuff that was in this house. It was built in 1860. We even have like those old roller, big giant roller steam iron thing that like you used to have to feed your clothes through and it would like steam iron it. Like we've got one of those. We have one of those old radios and grandfather clocks and all kinds of stuff. We're in East Texas, Grace. Night, Tammy. I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yay, we're at 30K, guys. You know what that means. Yes, Grace. I actually am close to Canton. We are about 3 hours from Canton. Love First Monday. Love it. Right, Jordan? Antiques Roadshow for sure. Yep. All right, 30K. That means we get to give a giveaway, y'all. We hit 30K tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and do a giveaway before I get off of here. I mean, who doesn't want to have something fun to receive in the mail, right? So we're going to give away. Let me see what I've got. I've been working on a lot of really cute earrings. So I think I'm going to do, or a Christmas ornament. You know what? I'm going to do this. Y'all are going to love this, okay? If you're not in Texas, you'll love it. If you are in Texas, you'll still love it. But I'm going to give away an ornament tonight, a Christmas ornament for you guys. It's going to say, it's this one. It says, someone in Texas loves you. Someone in Texas loves me. So I'm going to give away this ornament tonight. All right. So if you are wanting to be in the giveaway, hang out, because I'm just hang out just long enough to get through the giveaway. I'll make it a short one. I won't do the 15 minutes. We will do this giveaway right here. Someone in Texas loves you. Hang on. Let me set it up. We will do one winner, and we will do follow me and comment. I love Texas. Okay. And then we are going to do, let's do 10 minutes, finish it up in 10 minutes, and we will publish it. All right, right here, it's gonna kick on in just a second. Right there, we have 10 minutes. If you are wanting to be in the giveaway for the Someone in Texas Loves Me Christmas ornament, click that bag right there, and I will be giving this to you. I'll be mailing this out, okay? In the meantime, while that giveaway is going on, if anybody has any questions about any of the products that we use tonight, let's go over the palette again, just because I want to make sure everybody knows what palette we used. It was the Meet and palette tonight. We used the 96 color palette tonight, which is my newest one, because you guys know I love my 48 color palette. So no doubt about that. But this palette has 30 metallics, which is crazy to me. It has 30 metallics, and it has, let me see what else it has. It has these macaroons right here, which is 12 macaroons. It's got your neons, and then it's got obviously your 48 normal regular colors. It comes with a brush, which is pretty awesome. It's a pretty good brush, guys. And it comes with a pencil, which is right here. And it comes with an eraser, okay, which is right here. And it comes with 2 art sponges, all right? So it comes with 2 art sponges right here, okay? So you've got and it comes with this little detachable palette. So this palette right here, it detaches, so you can leave it in here and you can use it like this, or you can detach it and use it wherever you want to. So you can do it either way. Okay, look at that. Amazing. I know, Rhonda, I should give it to my grandson, but you know what? I love that palette. I just don't know if I'm ready to give it up yet. I really don't. Y'all, the giveaway is right here. Click on the giveaway if you're interested. Stay in the room so that you know if you won. But it's right here, and if you click it, it will get you entered. I'm giving away this Christmas ornament, Someone in Texas Loves Me, that I made. So I want you guys to enter the giveaway. Yes, Gina. TGIF. Whoop, whoop. Love that. Thank you so much. If anybody is new here and is willing to give me the I'm new here gift, I would love that. Or anybody, if you're not new here even. I don't care. But it's one of my challenges that's in one of my challenge things that that TikTok sends me, is to get the I'm new here gift. So if anybody is willing to do that, I would love that, because it's It's one of the things, you know how you get the list of the things that you're supposed to get? Well, I get it. And that's one of the ones that I've never been able to like check off. And that's one of the gifts I want to be able to check off is the I'm new here gift. So if you're new here and you can check it off, then you can send it. I don't know. I don't know where it's at either. I have no idea. You probably have to, I don't know, Grace. But thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. All right. Be sure you click the bag right there if you're wanting to enter the giveaway for the ornament. Someone in Texas loves me. This will be sent to the winner. It's one that I've recently finished. It's one of my designs that I absolutely love. These are big sellers at my shows. And so I'm going to give this away to anybody who, to whoever wins this. Okay. In the meantime, we're talking about the palette that we used tonight for our calendar. Okay. We finished our calendar in the month of May. We did January, we did February, we did March, we did April, we did May. I don't know, guys. That's just one that's on my list. I don't know where it's at. I don't know. I couldn't tell you guys. I don't know enough about the gifting thing. I just know that I get these like little things that they send me, that TikTok sends me and says, you need to get these particular gifts. So, and that was one of them on there, but I guess maybe it's not available to you guys. Maybe I'm not a creator that has the ability to get that gift yet. Who knows? I think that a lot of times they like limit them to like certain levels of creators and stuff. So maybe I'm not popular enough yet to get that one. I don't know. But anyway, so bags right here. Click it if you're wanting to be in the giveaway. All right. Stay in the room though, because whoever wins, I want to make sure that I get your information so I can send it to you. But this is such a cute little ornament, isn't it? Now this isn't one that I've done with my watercolors. This is actually done with stain. But I do a lot of my ornaments with this palette, guys. So y'all don't forget to use your Meeden code if you're going to purchase anything tonight. Also, if you haven't gotten your advent calendar, guys, I'm not kidding when I say this advent calendar is freaking amazing. I know everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's like expensive and all the things. And I know it is, but they do have some coupons for like purchases over like $39 tonight. You get an extra 15% off, but you also can use this code to stack, and you also get the flash sale. So like, you can save a lot of money. You just pay attention and read all the print as you're checking out, and you will be able to get a really good deal, okay? And I'm telling you, this advent calendar is not something you're going to want to miss. We're going to do it during December. We're going to open each day during December, and we're going to do a tutorial using whatever art supply is in the advent calendar that day. So the code is right here. It's Mead HBX9H. It's right here in the upper right hand corner under my hot pick, Tammy. It's the Meeden hot pick code right here. And if you're looking for the other special codes, they automatically like show up as you're checking out, supposedly the 15% off and all of that stuff. So, but you can save quite a bit on stuff if you stack these codes on top of flash sales. They've got so many good sales going on right now, guys. And this palette, holy cow, y'all, just look at how beautiful this palette is. And look at these beautiful metallics. Like, they're so shimmery and pretty. And then the regular ones obviously are beautiful as well. But I mean, look at these freaking neons, y'all. Look at how bright and pigmented those neons are. Freaking neons, y'all. Look at how bright and pigmented those neons are. If you're looking for some neons, it's crazy. Yeah, don't click it until you're ready to check out. You're right, Joni. Because if you do, you only have a certain amount of time to use it. Yes, I'm glad you reminded me of that. You only have a certain amount of time to use it. So be sure that you're ready to check out when you click it. Look at these beautiful colors, y'all. I love them. Okay. So we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left on our giveaway. I love them. Okay. So we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left on our giveaway. Yeah, I didn't know that the first time, and I messed it up the first time I tried to use a coupon code. So, I know, right? I know. Yeah, I lost my... Tammy, when you go to check out, and there's a place to enter this coupon code. Tammy, when you go to check out, and there's a place to enter this coupon code, if that's what you're looking for, this meeting coupon code you're talking about. The other codes TikTok just gives you, I don't know how they work, honestly. I'm so sorry. I wish I did. All right, less than 1 minute left on our giveaway. If you haven't entered the giveaway, click that bag right there and follow the steps. We're giving away. Good. I'm still glad you got it. Ready for the giveaway. We're giving away this ornament. So stay in the room so that you can see who wins. All right. Yes. All right. Thank you guys, everybody, for making purchases tonight. I appreciate it so much. And here is what we are going to give away. We've got 10 seconds left on the giveaway. It's going to pick somebody for us. And whoever that is will be getting this Somebody in Texas Loves You. And that winner is Carrie. Yay, Carrie. You are our winner. Woohoo. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you so much. I hope that we get rid of all this stuff because it cannot go back in the house. It cannot go back in the house. We have to do the flooring in the house, and we cannot do that. All right, Carrie. So you win. You know what to do. Just shoot me a message. Thank you, Feral Mom. You have a wonderful evening, too. Thanks for joining us. I will upload this replay, guys. I'm going to download it tonight and probably upload it tomorrow, so it won't be available tonight, but I'll get it done. All right. Anybody who wins our giveaways you just need to DM me, Carrie. DM me where you want me to mail this, and I will make sure it gets out in the mail to you on Monday, okay? So shoot me a message, and I will be happy to send it to you. Congratulations. I think you live in Texas, don't you, Carrie? Are you in Texas, Carrie? Are you a Texas girl? I'm just curious because you knew where Canton was, so I feel like you're from Texas. Glad we got to reconnect. Yes, Jordan. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Oh, you're in North Carolina now, but your heart is in Texas. Okay, well, I get it. Well, now you're going to have an ornament that's going to remind you where your heart is every Christmas, okay? Because I'm going to mail it to you. I'm excited that your heart, that a Texas heart got the Texas ornament. All right, guys. So I'm about to hop off of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Honestly, I was so tired that I was like almost not going to get on tonight. And then I was like, no, I got to get on there because everybody wants to do May. So yes, I will be on Sunday, Grace. I might be on tomorrow as a pop-up, but it won't be anything big. We'll just maybe do something quick and easy. If I do, I may not. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight, and I'm glad that you guys really picked me up tonight because I was really tired and I wasn't wanting to get on, and I'm so glad I did because I had such a good time doing the month of May. Let's look at these one more time just because they're so beautiful. We have February and we have March and we have April, and we have, oops, and we have May. I don't know. I'm loving May. It's really pretty. We did good on that one, guys. So pretty. Okay, y'all send me yours. I want to see them. So DM them to me so I can see them if you don't post them. If you post them, tag me. Otherwise, I'm going to hop off of here because I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed and I have to get up early tomorrow morning. So thank you guys. Thank everybody for their purchases. Love you guys. Our next live will be on Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for the month of June. Okay? We'll be doing June on Monday at, I know, me too, Jordan. It's very pretty. It turned out great. I'm not sure if I like April or May, but I love the fact that it's April showers, bring May flowers. Like, that is perfect for me. I love that. That was the whole plan with that. So, I love it. All right. So, I will be back on Monday Central Standard Time at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for our... all right. So, I will be back on Monday Central Standard Time at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for our June. In the meantime, over the weekend, I'll just do some pop-ups when I can, and I will see you guys then. All right, guys? Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for all your purchases, and I appreciate everything that you guys do by hanging out with me and all the things. I guess because we don't get enough rain in Arizona, but that's probably true. Yeah, Arizona is definitely hot as Hades in the summer. Good grief. I have been there in the summer. It's hot as Hades. Sheena, I'm so glad you had fun. I can't wait to see yours. Send it to me. DM it to me, okay? Michelle, welcome in. So, Sheena, I want you to DM it to me. I love seeing your artwork. You always send me such beautiful, beautiful pieces. I love it so much. All right, guys. I'm about to hop off here. I'll see you guys. Bye.